From the preliminary task, we learnt 4 continuity editing techniques. These 4 were the shot reverse shot, the 180 degree rule, the eyeline match, and the match on action. At the start of my preliminary task, I used a few match on actions and occasionally the eyeline match and the match on action on between 2 shots. For example, when Jonathan twisted his head to see where the other person was, I tried to continue the movement of the shot while in first person, so I've used both of the continuity editing techniques. A lot of the stuff throughout the poker scene contained a lot of shot reverse shots, and occasionally the 180 degree rule. While using the 180 degree rule, you had to change the position of the shot reverse shots after that, and any other types of shots you were willing to use. After uploading my preliminary task onto YouTube and blogging about it on WordPress, I received some feedback from it, and what to improve. Some of the improvements I saw were quite interesting. The one that was really interesting was there was some shaky camera work. However, I wanted this in because I thought the shaky camera work created a tense atmosphere, but since no one really discovered it, I decided not to use it in the opening sequence when recording it. The other one was the lighting issues, especially on the windows. So for my own safety, I decided for my opening sequence not to attempt to film pretty much at a window, otherwise the light would definitely get in the way. And my own personal improvement was to watch out for moving mistakes, because when looking back, I did look at some moving mistakes. For example, I took Tom when he was giving all the deck of cards to John, but in the next shot his hand wasn't even there. When recording the footage for the opening sequence, the main 2 continuity editing techniques I used were match on actions and eyeline matches. The main reason I didn't use the shot reverse shots and the 180 degree rules were because it would have exposed too much of the characters' bodies, the characters who were chasing the main character, and I wanted to keep their bodies hidden so you wouldn't know who they actually are, and that would raise a lot of enigma codes. I also managed not to attempt to film close to windows as I could, so there wouldn't have any light reflecting issues. While I did have some problems with the quality of my filming, I generally wanted to focus on the moving mistakes, which I wanted to adjust, and the things I wanted to focus on were the continuity editing techniques to see if there was any shots that were out of time and how to put them back into time with the previous shots. So for example, when Lawrence was at the top of the car park, at top of the multi-story car park, he was slightly slowing down to stop, but he never stopped at the end of the shot. But in the next shot, he did eventually stop, so it would have showed a continuity editing problem. But I resolved this in the final edit by adding Lawrence when he eventually stops to slightly slowing down, then stopping in the final edit version of the shot.